He once rolled a blunt on a private jet, wearing a blue velvet tracksuit on his way to bake cookies with Martha Stewart. This isn't a music career. This is a kingdom built on funk, smoke, and full-spectrum branding. From cannabis business to breakfast cereals, from Olympic commentary to tech investments, Snoop Dogg didn't just survive the industry, he reprogrammed the whole thing. Welcome to the billion-dollar empire of the King of Cool. What happens when a kid from Long Beach turns his smooth voice and rebel spirit into one of the most recognizable brands on earth? We're not just talking about rap hits. We're talking about an empire that stretches from death row records to wine bottles in Italy, tech investments, cooking shows, and even a seat at the table with presidents. This is the untold story of Calvin Cortazar Broadus Jr., better known as Snoop Dogg. Snoop has done it all: platinum records, Hollywood Walk of Fame, global tours. But he didn't just survive the industry, he reinvented himself over and over. Today, he's not just a rapper. He's a mogul, a fashion icon, a media king, and living proof that cool never dies. Let's rewind. Born in 1971 in Long Beach, California, Snoop grew up in a world where gang signs were more common than handshakes, and funk records spun louder than bedtime stories. His neighborhood was tough, his options limited, but even then there was a spark. A young man with a smooth voice, a sharp mind, and a hunger to escape the cycle he was born into. So he wasn't born into luxury, but he was born with a gift. That voice, smooth, laid back, unmistakable. It wasn't just how he spoke, it was the way he placed every word, with the calm of a man who had nothing to prove. Not a single syllable was rushed. Snoop made silence feel like gold. His pauses didn't sound empty, they sounded valuable. He spoke as if every word cost something, and that's exactly why people listen. In 1992, everything changed. Dr. Dre heard a demo, just one tape, and the West Coast shifted forever. Snoop featured on Deep Cover and then dominated Dre's iconic album, The Chronic. In 1993, he dropped Doggy Style. It debuted at #1. Triple platinum and a new king was born, but fame came with fire. Arrests, lawsuits, and even a murder trial. While other artists cracked under pressure, Snoop evolved. He walked through gangsta rap chaos and came out a cultural ambassador. How? By doing what no one else dared, mixing street credibility with crossover appeal. And Snoop wasn't afraid to play long-term. From early on, he diversified. Forget the gold chains, Snoop Dogg invested in legacy. He created his own record label, Doggy Style Records, and expanded far beyond music into film and television. He launched his own clothing lines, invested in tech startups, and even became a sports commentator. He lent his unmistakable voice to video games, built a cannabis empire, and turned his persona into a globally recognized brand. He became a meme and then a movement. But let's talk about the lifestyle. Snoop's mansion in Diamond Bar, California, a blend of suburban privacy and hip-hop royalty. His car collection? Laid back, yet iconic, from classic Cadillacs to lowriders dipped in custom paint. Chrome rims, hydraulics, sound systems that make the streets vibrate. His fashion? West Coast royalty. Snoop made khakis look luxurious. Silk shirts, fur coats, blue bandanas, and later tailored suits with velvet loafers and Cartier frames. In the world of designer streetwear, Snoop was decades ahead. And that voice? It got him global gigs, narrating documentaries, hosting TV shows, commentating the Olympics, partnering with Martha Stewart for cooking shows and cannabis ventures. Together, they built a billion-dollar brand out of opposites, gangsta and granny chic. But beneath the cool is a genius business mind. In 2022, Snoop Dogg bought Death Row Records, the very label that launched him. A full-circle boss move. He didn't just reclaim his past, he turned it into an NFT label, pushing hip-hop into Web3. Snoop doesn't chase trends, he defines futures. His business empire now includes Leafs by Snoop, his cannabis brand, Indago Gin, and his wine label with 19 crimes now globally sold. Snoopadelic Films, producing content across platforms. Tech investments in Robinhood, Klarna, Reddit, and more. A partnership with FaZe Clan, merging hip-hop with esports culture, and Snoop Loop's cereal. Yes, he even went into breakfast. He's done commercials with everyone from Adidas to Burger King, but it never feels like selling out. Why? Because Snoop owns his image, and his image is culture. And then there's his global presence. Snoop isn't just a West Coast icon, he's a worldwide ambassador of cool. From the Super Bowl halftime show to viral performances seen across continents, he's left his mark on every stage that matters. His appeal crosses borders, languages, and generations. And no matter where he lands, the crowd speaks one language: Snoop. From Bollywood to Berlin, from Kingston to Korea, his passport is stamped with culture. In India, he teamed up with Bollywood superstar Akshay Kumar for a music video that introduced him to millions of new fans. In South Korea, he performed alongside K-pop idols and embraced the scene like it was home turf. In Jamaica, he didn't just perform, he immersed himself in the culture, recording an entire reggae album under the name Snoop Lion and working with legends like Bunny Wailer. He's done fashion shows in Dubai, appeared in international commercials in Germany, and even recorded a song with Heidi Klum for Germany's Next Top Model, blending West Coast cool with European glam, and collaborated with artists from Nigeria to the UK. Wherever he goes, one thing is clear: Snoop doesn't adapt to the world bends to Snoop. His house in Jamaica, a retreat in the hills, no paparazzi, just music, weed, and wisdom. He also owns a secret compound in California, where he grows his own cannabis strains and hosts private parties. Invite only, phones off, legends in attendance. Snoop isn't flashy, he's intentional. When he wears jewels, it's understated bling. When he flies, it's private jets, but with a playlist that includes old school funk and gospel. His luxury isn't loud, it's legacy. Family plays a major role too. Snoop's been married to his high school sweetheart, Shantae Broadus, since 1997. They've had ups and downs, including a divorce filing and later reconciliation, but their bond is strong. She now manages parts of his business. Their son Cordell was a football prodigy turned fashion entrepreneur. His other children, Cord, Julian, and Corey, have dabbled in music, film, and tech. At home, Snoop is a father, a grandfather, a man who smokes weed with presidents but also prays with his mom. He's built schools, supported youth football teams, donated to causes from gang prevention to housing reform. So Snoop studied life. He read contracts, learned investments, surrounded himself with sharp minds, and turned himself into a one-man conglomerate. The result? Snoop Dogg today is worth over $150 million, but his cultural value, priceless. He is the only man alive who can stand on stage with Dr. Dre, cook with Martha, parody nature documentaries so well the internet begged for more, headline Coachella, star in a Call of Duty trailer, sell cereal to kids, invest in crypto, and make it all make sense. Snoop isn't just a rapper, he's a cultural architect. He turned Crip Blue into a global brand color. He made faux shizzle a household phrase. He walked through fire and came out smelling like Indogo. So what's next? More tech, more wellness, more philanthropy, more mentoring. Because Snoop knows a real boss doesn't just eat, he feeds his people. From the streets of Long Beach to global icon status, this is more than success. This is style, strategy, soul, and that's the Snoop Dogg legacy.